that local or is that in the cloud? Okay, well, great. Thanks so much. So just want to thank some people in the club that worked on presentation on this. And I'll explain that in just 1 second. So field day, this is the banner that's up on the SNARS website. And if you go to it, which we'll show in a minute, you click on it, just stay on that one's fine. You click on it and it brings you to a web page. We're gonna do a little demo of that in a minute. On the next page, this original slide deck was about 55 pages, which is it was very good. So we decided training into a couple sections. Today, kind of an overview. Get your feet excited, get your appetite going, get you to sign up, if you will. Then on Monday, June 16th at 7 p.m., there's the Ham Radio Night in Zoom. That one, we're going to go through the details of operating, all the details that you need to know about that. And then on Monday, the 23rd, we're going to have a special logistics meeting for anybody that signed up, because we have people that are helping, we have people that are antennas, people want to know other things. So that's how we're going to break it out. Okay, thanks, Doug. Let's go to the next one. So we've been thinking about this, and there's a lot to do at field day. There's logistics, there's setting up, there's food, there's operating, there's mentoring. And so we decided, let's make this a simple little motto. Hey, let's have fun, make friends, learn a lot, help each other. So that was an idea to just get things going. It can be really fun when you're out there. Now, there's a request to shoot pictures and send them with stories to the newsletter editor. Howie does a summer special, usually comes out in July. And if we get pictures and stories, and when you send pictures, if you can send, if you know when you shoot the picture who's in the picture, that always helps for the caption. Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, stay on that one. So that picture is me on the right and Jim KI6WJ on the left 2 years ago. I don't think it was last year. So Jim brought a brought a satellite station out, and it was very fun. This year we have another gentleman, Jacob, who's going to bring his satellite station out, and it's really, his is very automated. He's bringing his whole kit and caboodle. So when he works the satellite, he types some things in the computer, it rotates this really cool beam system, and he works them. So that should be a lot of fun. We'll go to the next one. A little history on field day. It started in 1933. I don't think anybody was born then. Anybody from 1933? Okay. And it grew. It had a few participants. Now it's an annual tradition, and it's really one of the most popular events of the year. It is for our club. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, the time period is always the fourth weekend in June. This year, it's the actual field day event is 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 28th to 11 a.m. on Sunday, June 29th. We begin setting up at noon. We get food and people and logistics, and people put up antennas, and we do all that. And then tear down, we say starts at 11. It probably starts a little before 11 for the guys that aren't operating. But at 11 o'clock, we just start pulling everything down, and then we have a little leftover lunch, whatever we have, and we're probably out of there by 2. And it is at the Washoe Lake State Park, the Equestrian Center. Okay. So here's the operating schedule. It's on the website. We'll show it to you. Set up on Friday, starting at 12, 6 p.m. informal dinner get together. So let me just talk about that. This year, we're having a bunch of scouts come, because we've been doing a lot with scouts. I think we have 26 scouts, that sound about right, that got their license in the last few months. So the scouts are they're integrating with us. There's a sign up on their own system. I think the latest was 13 scouts and adults are coming Friday at 4:30, so they can learn how to use their new radios, 2-meter radios they got. Then there's dinner, and we requested for them to help prep and clean up after. It'll be a service for them. Then we're going to do some POTA, Parks on the Air. And I believe we're going to have maybe a projector and a screen out there. Oh, that was exciting. Something broke. An HT. We'll have a screen out there, and there'll be a POTA video, and then we're at a park. We're at Washoe Lake State Park, so we'll get on the air. Derek said he's going to help out, and other people. So we'll get on the park because we're in a park. So that should be cool. So that's with the Scouts integrating. Then Saturday, I would just say we don't have it on there. There is breakfast for those that are around, and we'll provide that if you sign up. And then the operation starts at 11 a.m. The Scouts are doing a merit badge class. Those that I think right now there's 5 people that are coming from Scouts for lunch. And hopefully there'll be a lot more. They're going to do a merit badge class, of which that is the end of the merit badge class from 9 to 11. Well, maybe the morning, early afternoon. They're doing 2 other pieces on Zoom ahead of time. And then we have the lunch. Okay, so Kirk, this is a test for you, my friend. What is the lunch? Tri-tip. It's sous vide tri-tip, thanks to John Barley. Thank you, John. And then we barbecue it, so it should be delicious. Okay, thanks. And lots of fixings for that. So then in the afternoon, about 1 or so to 4, we're going to have a new hams orientation for new hams, help them out. And all along the way, there's going to be operation and other bands. We have another slide for that. Then we have dinner. Okay, so this is the next test for you, my friend. What's for dinner on Saturday night? Okay, the reason I'm and any leftovers. The reason I'm kidding or being nice with him is that there was a little confusion. He's used to saying different terms for lunch and supper and dinner and all that, but and somebody signed up for something else. So we got that figured out. Do you have a question? 12 o'clock is the plan. 6 o'clock. The what? Oh, about 6 hours ish. Yeah, about that. You know, will we eat exactly at 12? Maybe not. You know, hopefully we'll get the barbecue on and see where it goes. Okay, so then we're going to be operating into the night. Those that want to, those don't want to get sleep, you can operate. Sometimes there's some night shift. And then we have some breakfast in the morning on Sunday, and then the radio operations end, and we tear down. There's going to be a talk-in frequency of Mount Rose and Peavine. I was down at Washoe Lake last week camping, this week camping, whenever it was, and boy, I was at Loop B. I could hit it with an HT with no problem, Mount Rose. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so who can participate? All US and Canada amateurs. Unlicensed persons can do it under the supervisor or the control operator. Anybody not know what the control operator is? That's good. We all passed the test. Hallelujah. And DX stations can be contacted for credit, but they're not eligible to submit entries. Okay, on the next page. So the entry categories, they're based on the number of transmitters. We'll be 7 transmitters. We'll be the A class, which is emergency power, and we're in the Nevada section. So our exchange is 7A, Nevada. So if you're on phone, you say Nevada. And if they say, what's the initials for Nevada? We say Norway Victor or NV. Same thing on CW, same thing on WSJT. We use W7TA, which is our club call, exception of the GOTA station. The GOTA is the get on the air. It's a separate station. We'll run 100 watts this year with Kirk and his call sign, KB7QOD, but that gets folded into that also. We're going to go into great detail on the 16th of how to operate and how to use the software and all that stuff. Okay, next slide. So each operator is assigned to a band. We're going to do a band plan, and here's the reason why. You don't want two same band in the same mode. Not can be. Let me get a little closer. What? It can be a mess. So we'll have a process for that. We use computer logging. How many do we have? 7 computers? 8 computers? Okay. So we'll have 7 computers. We'll be running N1MM. It's thanks to Doug. He's got a lot of things working. Last year, there was a problem connecting to the mesh network. There was some driver problem. He dug into that and solved that. And then it says you got to use the club computers. That's because we got everything all set up. So that will be good. Now, the last thing is share your station with new hands in public. So as an example, the people beyond 40 meters, right?
40 voice, and I had a visitor that was on there for about 8 hours.
That's great. 40 voice and a big visitor. People will be coming and going throughout the weekend. Saturday is the bigger day out of all. You know, Friday's set up, although we're doing some stuff. So by having a nice lunch in the beginning and then another draw. So if you're walking around and you have knowledge, you can help people. Bob, what do you work? What bands do you work normally? Whatever you're assigned, okay. In Jim's voice, Jim Shepard does WSJT, FT8. Any FT4? Oh, maybe? Yeah, so the digital. By the way, do I have this right, Jim? Because I don't want to put words in your mouth. You're going to bring just come up and tell us what that thing is. That's easier than me trying to explain it. He's got something very cool that he's going to, that I understand he's going to implement. Here, Jim. Thanks.
Okay, we going to have a new repeater in the area. It'll be digital TV, broadcast quality digital TV. I'm going to bring the system out. We'll have it running, showing my operation, running FT8, etc. And it'll have the screen down in the main area so you can see what's going on up at my end of the park. And that this is a whole new game. We ran this system up at CD Tech this last weekend, and it was very well received by hundreds of hams that stopped by to find out more about the system. I'm probably still a little hoarse from talking to everybody, but this is going to be something new, and say hopefully we can get the repeater up in July and be able to cover the area here with digital TV. So there's going to be a lot of questions on it. There'll be some articles coming out in the Crackling Static on equipment and how to do it and all the procedures, but it's going to be a lot of fun and something new and different. These systems are up in a number of other areas. Boulder, Colorado's big on it. Las Vegas actually has a system. Tucson, Phoenix, Southern California, Bay Area. It's all around, and down the road we can maybe link to some of these other systems. There's a whole lot that can be done. But anyway, that's the latest and the greatest. You heard it here.
Okay, thanks, Jim. WXUS bringing up some technology. As I understand, is this correct, Jim? You'll be doing FT8 where you're at. There's a receiver with a display or something up by the, yeah, okay, so that should be fun. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, hold on one sec. Let's just go back one. So visitors. So part of field day is not just operating, but doing PR. So I helped on the field day committee begin the process to get a proclamation. I'm assuming we're getting it because I got a reply. When do you want to pick it? Who do you want to, whose name you want on there, so on. So the proclamation will be for the 28th of June. It will be something like Amateur Radio Appreciation Day or something. The value of that is that once we get that, we can use that in the press, and people like it. So that I just wrote them back the other day. It looks like that's coming along, so that should be good. Then the field day team is going to help reach out to different media, including we asked Michael Clark, who's one of the Washoe County commissioners, to come. So particularly if one of those comes, media might want to come too. So, oops, sorry for the cutout. In addition to the media, there's public, right? We're inviting friends and all that. So it's just a great place to get the word out about ham radio. Okay, thanks, Doug. So what's the motivation for doing this? Well, many hams profess they have no interest in operating a field day, but the reality is they're reluctant to participate because of mic fright. You know what mic fright is? They're scared to talk, or like they don't know what they don't know. So we need to all be stewards of being Elmers, and then maybe they're unfamiliar with it. So, or they don't have any HF experience. Maybe they're a technician and they've been only on 2 meters. So the invitation is to help people. And even those here might need some education and help. So thanks for just being good stewards. Okay, next one, please. Yeah, so help them in an easy, non-threatening way. I just want to speak to that. I don't think we threaten, but I think sometimes when me and others, because I've been doing it a long time, we know so much, we want to barf on them. We don't vomit on them. Not that we do it on purpose, but we want to tell them everything we know. And it's just like too much. So, you know, see what they like to know, talk it up, see if they'll get on the radio. If they wouldn't get on the radio, you know, could maybe explain what the operator is doing. So you just invite them. Consider us as Elmers. Anybody know what an Elmer is? Okay. Helping each other, lifting up your wing. So here we go. Let's go to the next slide. So the object for the 24 hours is to contact as many people as possible, any of the main bands except for the work bands, which is 30, 17, 60, 30, 17, 12. Learn how to do this in less than optimal conditions. We're out in the field. We're practicing our skill. We have generators, thanks to John Barley. And it's just trying to make the best out of an emergency drill. So it's a premium place to develop skills for emergency preparedness and antiquating the public, like we said earlier. Go to the next one, please. Okay, just to reiterate, and this is on the website, field day location, it's Washoe Lake State Park, it's the equestrian area. Anybody not been to Washoe Lake? You know where it is? Okay, good. So Washoe Lake, they have an entrance fee. It's $5 per Nevada car. It's $10 per non-Nevada car. And if you're young and you're over 65 and you've lived in Nevada more than 5 years, so they say, and you paid your $30, you get a pass and you in for free. Camping, they say it's $15 per night, 25 for Nevada, 25 for non-Nevada, and that pass gets you in for no charge for camping. We should have plenty of physical room for camping, tents or RVs, because it's a big area. It's at the equestrian area. So when you come into Washoe Lake State Park and you go through the gate, if you will, you hang a right and you go all the way north and you'll see it there. Oh, just go back one, por favor. Anybody might bike? One bike maybe? Hold on one second. Okay, we'll come back. Yeah. Biking. We might bike. So that's cool. And by the way, you don't have to, if you're going to be there for a period of time all the weekend, you don't have to be at the ham thing. You know, go down the lake, walk around, do whatever you want. You remember what it is? Yeah. Oh, there's a, yeah, you still need to pay. There's a little machine there. My experience is the rangers and the staff are very nice, very kind. If you didn't pay, they'll ask you, you know. And we've invited them over, and when they're driving around, they come around. Okay, that's that. So thank you, Doug, for creating this. This is the Washoe Lake map. So that's the equestrian center. And those two other round things are the loops. Is that no, the far, that's the camping. So the far left is where we used to have it. Is that correct?
Well, where we used to have it is way down.
Oh, okay. So those two loops are loop A and loop B. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So now there's bathrooms over there. I don't think they're pit toilets, they're regular bathrooms. Pit toilets, oh, on the far end. Okay, there's pit toilets. We have a place to cook there, so there's a place for that, and we're bringing SNARS power and light generators and gas. You want to say anything about? Oh, we'll do the sign up in a minute. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so it's based on the number of transmitters and the class and the section. So let's say we're 7A Nevada, right? So there's going to be a number and a letter. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 22, whatever. So when you talk to the person on the other end, if they say K1ABC, and you're calling CQ, they're going to, you say K1ABC W7TA 7 Alpha Nevada. If they don't know the letters, you say Norway Victor. They might say 2 Bravo Connecticut, or they might just say 2 Bravo CT. So I'm going to say that the sections do not equate to the states. Nevada is a section and a state. Connecticut is the same, but you have Eastern Mass or Western Mass, and you have in California, there's 52 counties and a lot of sections. We'll go into that more on the 16th in the training. And that's our SNARS Pavilion. Okay, so we're going to do what are we at now? Probably about a 5 or 10 minute walk through the website, and then we're going to wrap it up. You want to go over to the website for a sec? Oh, we're gonna do this. So today was the overview. The operating at field day will be on Monday the 16th at 7 p.m. on Zoom. I'll see if I can record it, if it's possible in the breakout, because that might be good to have. And that's the specifics of how do you operate, what do you do, how do you call CQ, how do you enter the stuff in the computer, all that stuff. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but for the GOTA station to get on the air, it's going to be paper. It's going to be paper. I was going to say simpler. I can't say it's simpler. It's just different. And all for the computers, they'll all be networked together. Now, one other piece I just want to mention, and I don't know if I did, and that is the way we get points is we talk to people. You get more points. You get points for Morse code for voice. You get more points per contact for Morse code. You get more points for contact for digital. So we get all these points. You multiply them by some number, like 100 watts is like 2 or 3 or 4, and then you get a number of all the points based on operating. But we have all these bonus points. We get bonus points for youth. We get bonus points for listening, talking to the satellite, for government people going. So it's a whole package. And I think the last page, we got 1 or 2 more. Okay, just remember, we're going to have the motto: have fun, make friends, learn a lot, help each other, and send some pictures to Howie. Shoot some pictures, or some no pictures, because the videos don't get pictures. Okay, and then don't forget, go to the last one. Don't forget to register. This is an important piece. Again, you go to snars.org, you click on this banner, and it will bring you to a page that we'll show you in a minute. Registration closes 2 weeks from tomorrow at 5 p.m. So we have enough time to get all the food and all the gear. Okay, now we're going to go 5 or 10 minutes if we can on the website. While you're bringing that up, any pressing questions? Okay, some of the best times at field day is you operate some rare piece, or you're helping Elmer somebody, or you're just going for a walk, or Bob brought some wine one time. It's a really fun event. Beer. Yeah, we got one other thing.
So on the alcohol, the club cannot officially sanction alcohol. Our insurance would go away. So if you bring It's on your own. If you offer it to other people, that's just between you and the other people. Just don't try to hand me or Barry or somebody on the board a bunch of booze to throw in a cooler. It won't work. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for that public service announcement. Okay, he's going to bring up SNARS.org. Okay, so we got the record on. Oh, you got to do in the screen share. Okay. How many people do we have signed up? Because I think I looked the other day. It was like 22 or something. You know, or is it that high, Doug?
We're right around 21, 22, give or take, with
Okay.
More participants.
Yeah, 21, 22. I don't know if that includes the scouts or not. Okay, and the other thing I want to say is, if you or somebody you know says I can't come, if they can't come, they can't come. But if they come down and we want to bring somebody, come for 20 minutes, half hour, hour, 2 hours, whatever. It's a great time to get together. It's a lot of fun. I was out at Washoe Lake State Park finishing up a camping trip, left on Monday, and the weather was great. It was on that hot piece. Oh, ticks. So there was something in the news about. So bring your tick medicine, your tick spray. I thought maybe I can't bring my dog, and somebody says just keep my Ellie dog in the main area. We think we don't know. Maybe the ticks are out in the brush or something. Oh no, Ellie, bring in Ellie. My golden retriever is a requirement. Okay, you can love on her. Okay, so we're on the SNARS.org. Click on the banner. And the banner brings you to, this is the field day page. So there's a lot of information here besides sign up. There's the map. Let's look at the pictures. Go down a little. So on the first one on the left, you probably have to look a little closer, but that's the satellite system at Jacob's house, and he's bringing that out. To the right is from last year, the SNARS booth and visitors. Then at the state park, you can see the pavilion. On the left is Peter, KE7VSR, working with somebody. Is that the guy that was on there for a long time? Okay, who is that? Do you know? Off the top of your... That's fine. You don't have to. But what's so interesting is many years later, you can say, wow, I had this great field day, and there's some guy I helped for 8 hours. It's just amazing. Okay, then in the middle, there's the new HAMS orientation. Kirk and I and a few other people did it. They really liked it, learned a lot. And then on the right is join us for food, cooking, and then on the bottom left is the tri-tip, which is fantastic. Thank you so much, John, for helping to cook on that. Okay, so now let's go back up. Let's just do orientation here on the screen. So there's the planned activity times. And just open left there, the ARRL day information per ARRL. And you can look at that and read that once it loads. If you want to know more about the details of field day itself. Okay, and close that one. The next one is gear that you can get at field day. I think we're going to have some stickers and some things for field day. There's some field day swag you can buy if you're interested. And then the next one is an important one. What is field day? So you can read about that. Also, if you invite a friend, and you're welcome to invite people from the community or government or whatever else, you can always send this to them if you want. And okay, we got a little blip. Okay, so while we're going through the blip, we're going to bring up a screen in a minute that is help wanted. And so as you can imagine, to have 40 or 50 people for 48 hours, food, cooking, equipment, all the stuff, it takes a village. So go on the help wanted. And if you click on that, I'll just tell you the big headings for a minute. Friday, we need help picking up the gear from our storage locker. John, we're going to help John get some ice. He needs help lifting stuff. He's bring from some health stuff. Then we got to unload the gear, help the operator set up the antennas on Friday, shop for food. We'll figure that out stuff. Set up the pavilions, provide some security. I won't go through the whole thing, but there's a lot of details in here, including tearing down. So we need help. So now let's go to the sign up page. Show them where let's show them where the page is before they do it. So to get here, again, you go click on the scanner, you come to this page and it says SNARS Field Day, sign up, registration closes 6:22, 5 p.m. So this is the sign up form. You have your name, your call sign. If you don't have a call sign, just put none. If you have somebody else coming with you. Scroll down a little bit. Email address. Okay, this is the sign up piece. And somebody asked a question, well, I think it was on NewNet yesterday. Yeah, do they have to sign up if they're not going for food? And the answer is, we'd like you to sign up, period, because it gives us a good idea. Once the registration closes next Sunday, we'll close this so then people, if they come and they didn't sign up, they can't get food. It's got to manage the amount of food for the number of people. So what we're saying is, can you help in all these different things, from setup to food preparation to welcoming team to education ambassadors, those are the Elmers, to getting on the air. If you say yes, and do we have getting on the air? If you say yes to getting on the air, you need to bring your own radio, your own antenna, your own coax, your own what? Or hop on another station, yeah. So that's where you sign up, and they can say how many in your party. Okay, is there anything below that probably, or is that it? There's a few other things. We decided to put Are You a Scout? The Scout group that is for Friday and Saturday, they're signing up on a different system, but if you have Scouts that are coming, let us know. And if they want to either come to the Friday event or the Saturday, no, and I can let them know. Anything else below there important?
I know for Barry needs gluten-free bread, but if there's anything special on dietary things, just, put a note here. And when I pull all the reports, I'll know that so that we can try to accommodate people. Yeah, we're going to have a raffle like we did last year. Probably do a mix of things. Maybe I've got a connector kit left. I've got a bunch of talk pod radios, got a power supply, now maybe we do third places, get your money back or something like that. But we'll figure that out. So we'll have a raffle. We'll probably call that around 1, 2 o'clock on Saturday after lunch. So that should be kind of fun, and look forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah, it'll be a must be present. Yeah, go ahead. Thanks. Go ahead. Are you asking because you don't know, or you're asking for clarity? What do you see on the webpage? Oh, it's a 20-second. We'll bring up the screen again. It's a 20-second. Go to the top of that, or go back a page. The 22nd, which is next 2 weeks from Sunday at 5 p.m. And we need that in order to know, to get the different food. If you go back one page, Doug, thanks. Right there. Okay. I have a question about help, because we need help in different places. We might need help if somebody has an extra truck to pick up some stuff. We think we've got that worked out, but we might. We're going to need some help lifting stuff. Certain people have lifting restrictions, myself and John. And there's, we're going to need some help for cooking. Hopefully it's the Friday and Saturday, the Scouts will help. There's always stuff to do. So how many people would just be willing to help? I'm not saying about what, some sort of help when they're at field day, assuming you're going to field day. Okay, that would be great. Thanks. So do we have anything else you want to say in closing?
Yeah, if you're coming down Friday to help out, we'll cover this on logistics. The plan is for John, Barry, and myself to go to the shed about 10 a.m. If I can do it, I will pre-purchase all the food. So we don't have to, or we'll buy it on the way down, so we don't have to go back and forth. I plan to bring some sandwich stuff for, for Friday, so we don't have to run off to Porta Subs or anything. We can have sandwiches there. I am going to bring a DX88, so I need help laying out radials and putting the antenna up. And then I'm going to bring a little smaller HF for Kirk to use. And Jim, can you bring the club radio that you have? Okay, thank you. And that covers the go to station, and I'll have an antenna for that. I think, and then we just need, if we have to go buy food Friday, we just need some folks to hang out because we'll have all the electronics and gear and stuff like that sitting in the pavilion. Thanks.
Okay, we got a couple of minutes. Any questions that are coming up in your mind that we haven't answered yet? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. See if they have any questions. Morning, you guys are muted. Any questions? Hey, Steve. Good to see you. Oh, wow, I can see myself. How cool is that? So maybe David, K6VLH Portable 5, maybe if you're in field day, maybe we'll work you from out there in Texas. Okay, I know for sure there are going to be questions about how to operate, and we're going to answer those. We feel today this actually worked perfect. It was the right amount of content, we think, for the time we had. Mark calendars for Monday, the 17th of June. That's a week from Monday at 7 p.m. That's our monthly ham radio mentoring night. We'll have 3 rooms. We'll have the analog VHF, HF. We'll have the digital DMR Fusion D-Star. And the other topic will be field day. We're going to go through the rest of the slide deck that has the details of really nitty-gritty of how you operate if you want to know how. If you can't come and you want to know how, we're going to also show you, we're going to Elmer and show people at field day. And as Peter said, I think Peter said, and Bob, you know, existing systems where the main operator is operating, you know, they have to go do other stuff too, you know, bio breaks and whatever. You know, they'll let you operate, they'll help you. It's really a group club thing. Okay, any questions on Zoom? Not hearing any. I got to use the chat. So just a quick show of hands. Like I like to see, like at a scale of 1 to 3, 3 the most, 2 medium, 1, and how applicable was the presentation and the material about field day for today? Let's do 3s. Okay, over half. How about 2s? Okay, few. And then how about 1s? Okay, good. It gives us a good idea. And then besides the 17th, and we'll send out, we're going to be sending out emails about this, and it'll be posted, and we'll have it on the website too. Besides the 17th at 7 p.m., up to 2 hours if we even go that long for the ham radio mentoring night, Elmer night. 1 week later on the 23rd, that's the Monday before field day at 7 p.m., we're going to do something for about an hour or so, logistics. Set up logistics, who's doing what, things like that. Okay, with that, it completes the presentation section for field day for the June meeting for SNARS. Thanks, everyone. And next, we're going to go to, once you turn off the recording, thanks.